Do you believe in determinism or free will? Do you believe that we have the ability to make decisions, or do you believe that everything we experience is just a mix of our genetics and our environment?
It certainly feels like I have free will. It would be a more meaningful experience if I have free will. It doesn't comport with reality to have free will.
Right.
But, are we going to solve this age-old question on this podcast? We're not.
No, no, we are not. But I want to segue into my next point. So you're more of a deterministic guy. That pretty much it's your genes and your experience, and with it's all these chaotic and insane variables. But if you're able to plug them into a formula, you can precisely determine what you would do at any given point in time. That all being said, how do you view the judicial system? Because, someone who goes around, let's just say, being a serial killer and killing someone, and then we find out that you have a tumor in your frontal lobe that's impairing your ability to make decisions, and you fix that, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I never meant to kill someone." And you should look at it more as like a disease, right? Rather than someone being a bad person, or it wasn't necessarily their decision. So, this kind of, I know it's an age-old question, but it does trickle down into some extent in how we run the judicial system, at least here in America, compared to some place like Switzerland, where the underlying motive for prison is purely rehabilitation, as opposed to, hey, this is your punishment for what you've done. So you do believe a little bit of determinism, and that does go a little bit in the face of law. I mean, and to be hyperbolic here, if you believe in determinism, you can pick the worst person in your mind. You can pick Stalin, and if you had the same
Principal.
your English principal, if you had the same genetic makeup as your English principal and the same life experiences, you would be her. There is nothing different about her decisions whatsoever.
Sometimes I look in nature, going to hike. You ever lock eyes with a deer, Mikey?
No, I have never had them.
Dude,
It's on my to-do list, though.
it's a spiritual experience, man. And you look at this thing and you're like, that's me, like
I'll let you know when I do it.
it's just an Alan Watts. He is so worthwhile. Go on YouTube. They've recorded every possible lecture from this guy. He's lyrical. You only need to listen to a few hours of him and you'll get everything he's ever saying. But he has this beautiful phraseology of how, like, an apple tree apples, the universe peoples, and we're all just like, little extensions of God's hands.